What is going on, guys? We are back on Project Quarm. We got our UI updated, Zeal updated for Luckland. Somebody just called out a small train to zone line. I really wasn't paying attention, so I don't know if it came already and went that way or what. But this could be an issue. Anyways, we're gonna grind a little AAs. You can see I have 15%. That was from the other day. What's my name red? I updated the UI and Zeal and everything, so hopefully everything's looking alright, how I'm used to have it. It's been a while. Anyways, alright, so let's get ready. These mobs are tough. These drop a piece to the VT key. Actually, I'm not even 100% sure if these do. The ones upstairs do. I think all these guys do, to be honest. But really, we're just going to be looking to get just a little bit of XP here to kind of just get back in the groove of things. Let's get that on. I guess we're good to go. These guys are really tough. I can't let them attack my pet. They'll destroy my pet. So we'll have to... Oh, he's coming after me. Interesting. That hurt. See how bad he hurt me though immediately? And see my pet getting his salad tossed over there? That's how fast it happens. Let's go with a 2. So let's dot him up now. I'm gonna need to get a life leech out here pretty soon. I'm scared of this guy, so I'm gonna keep blowing my mana. I'm scared of that guy. Make sure that landed. That did not land. Did it? Oh, it did land. I think I moved a little early. Let's get a splurt on him as well. We're going to have to feign here. Uh-oh. Okay, let's terror this guy. Not doing a good job here already. Pet's not looking too good. Looks like this guy's going to go down here, so we should be alright. Let's get another Screaming Terror off. And where's this guy at? 10%. There's a pat that comes down the hall a little bit. Okay. I'm going to start in on this guy. We should be able to just avoid him. I want to get a little bit of, let's get a little bit of damage on him first. Oops, I clicked part of my UI. Okay. This guy butt hugging. My mob. He's gonna LOS me. No? Okay. Oh, this guy's going down more quickly. These guys have a large level range, if I remember correctly. Something like, I think it might be even like 10 levels. See how many people are in this zone. I don't even know. 23. That's a lot. A lot of tranquility here. They're probably all just farming mobs for a shard. Probably doing like guild raid farms and stuff like that, probably. I'm a little bit out of touch. The server dropped on like midday on Friday, and I've just been working every day, including today, but I'm home now, obviously, but I don't have much time. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We got a weapon for the a weapon for the pet, I suppose. It's probably yeah, I don't know. I guess let's find out. Can we give him 2 of the same weapons? Oh shit! No, we got a zone. This guy's the real deal. That guy's the real deal. Can't be messing with that guy. Cannot be messing with that guy. Let's give him a second. Well, shoot. I don't have anything to look at here. So anyways, as you can see on the life bar down here, we have a little extra bar there. So the Nillipus add-on updated. And we've got our AA per hour down here. I guess that would be... Well, we're at 18%. It looks like the per hour is not working. It doesn't have a number. So maybe I didn't install it correctly, or I misread that it's going to give the per hour. I think it is. I think it's supposed to. It might, maybe it's an option or something that you turn on. I don't even know. Not even sure where it might be. Something I can look into later. I don't really care all that much at this exact moment. Okay. Hopefully that guy's left. Should. Alright. I think you can even set well, obviously you can. Okay, he's all the way up there. Let's loot the mob. Ah, dang it. I meant to show that before I did that. So he's kind of blocking our way here. We got another 2-pole here. So he pats up to here, and then he walks this way. I've seen a group down here. But some of these mobs they'll really just they'll patrol in like a pack, or like their patrols will overlap. So earlier, if you look on the map here that I have up, this I guess he's cool here. This you see the outline here that goes all the way around the zone like in a square. That is an actual walkway, and you can teleport up there, up in this front room. Oh, okay. Since these guys are KOS, I like to sit here. The first one I killed was here, so I can sit here while I get out my pet and stuff, but I guess I could sit here while I med and wait for a respawn. I'm not sure what the respawn rates are. This is totally willy-nilly. I just have a little bit of time, so I wanted to get up in here. Haven't been able to play, really. Hey, it's a guildie. Oh. Just cheers him back. Or cheer at him. Oh. He's too far away. He's too far away. That needs to... Can we get a zeal add-on to add a couple more feet to the emotes? Because they're like... You gotta be up their butt or they don't work. Anyways, so up here on this walkway, there's like a ton of these mobs. But they're healers, so you do want to like fear them or something of the likes. And it's a little bit tough. I did try to go up there the other day and get that done, but it takes a little bit to kill them. As you saw, it takes just a little bit of time, and they're just constantly padding. So if you can break in there, and if you can kill a bunch of them and kind of like get a foothold on it, you're probably good, although they may respawn on you. But these two little dots right here are teleport pads, and they'll put you up there, and then you can walk that whole thing. I think it's best if you have like a duo. Oh, my buddy's here. We might duo right now. Let me pause it. Okay, what is going on, guys? We are back, and we are in the same spot. We used to be up north here, but we are actually now over here in the corner. I hung out with my friend. We went to a ton of different zones. We didn't stay at any of them for a long time. We were just kind of like testing the waters, seeing what was what, how does this feel versus how does that feel, so on and so forth. Never really stayed anywhere for too long. So we didn't, I didn't flip on the recording. But anyways, so we're back here. It's been a couple days. Let's get our boots on. Alright, so we're going to kill some of the same mobs. This one here is the Centurion is a... Oh, we're going to actually utilize our epic here. Save some mana. The Centurion is a healer. Just one thing to note. So I'm going to keep them all feared, but this one you'd especially want to keep feared. Let's turn the taunt off on the pet, because I don't think I've done that since I summoned him. And I'm gonna e-bolt him since I'm solo dolo here. And when you are fearing, you kind of want to watch out. But I don't have to fear. I guess I can just move and sit. He is going to heal eventually when he's lower, so I want to fear. But some of the other ones, I guess I can just, save mana and not fear him if I don't want to, or if I'm worried about them aggroing ads or something. I did go up top onto the outer rim here to try to kill some stuff. It's just really hard to break in there. I might have said this already. Oh shit, he broke fear and I'm not paying attention. So let's go ahead and get our life leech going. I'll fear him again after this next med tech. And then I'm just going to get a... He seems to be taking quite some time. So I'm just going to hit him with the snare again. I mean, he's almost... I don't need to. What am I thinking? I think they run at 20 anyways. See? Yeah, the snare was going to run out, so I knew that much. But I think we're okay. I don't have weapons on the pet yet, but I'm going to take his weapon and put it on the pet. So there are some Optium guys, right? We were avoiding that earlier in the video. Ended up killing them with the buddy, with my friend. We came in here and we did kill them, but those summon. Now, in Luckland, tons of things like to summon. Tons of things like to summon. I am encumbered. Oh, something to beware of. What are we doing here? Let's get rid of this copper, I guess. I haven't been really paying attention to my loot and stuff. Alright, so we got another guy here. Go ahead and grab this guy. And we'll pull him back. We'll go ahead and pull him back this way a bit. Because we know this whole area right here is open, so that's nice. So this is kind of one that I don't really have to fear if I don't want to, because he's just a warrior type. So I can just put my dots on, have my pet wail away on him, while I just sit here and med. But what I will do is put my life leech dot on him. So one thing that I did do, if you notice my AA bar there at the bottom is started over. I did get 1 AA in the last 2 days. I guess it's been 3 days. Like, I really haven't played that much. He's running now. But if we go to Alt Advance, I put 1 into innate regeneration. So if you check out here an archetype, if this is new to you, you've only done like P99 or you haven't played in a while or whatever, you got to put 6 in general. You can see here. You have to put 6 into the general tab before you can start doing archetype. And then you need to put 12 in here before you can start doing the class. And then the 2 pop you can't do until Planes of Power. So this is where you would max out. And then I think you're allowed to, if you say you maxed all these out, or even if you didn't, you're allowed to hold up to like 100. So people who are playing a lot are going to be, you know, maxing that out and trying to hold as much as they can before Planes of Power comes out. Now these guys are light blue, which is interesting because I didn't see very many light blues previously. I saw like 1 light blue, so I think it's pretty rare for them to be light blue. This guy here is that Optio. Those guys here too. You do not want to aggro those dudes. They're blue because they're lower level than I am, but they're like 55 and they summon and they will just destroy me. They hit so hard and they have a ton of life. And I came in here and I duoed them with a monk and that was fine. These questioners are a pretty big deal. Let me see actually. We looked it up and I've already forgotten. We decided not to kill them, and I don't remember exactly why. 16k hit points, level 50. Oh, they summon. Yeah, those summon as well. They see through invis. They summon. Yeah. So we don't want to do that. So one thing that we could do is pull these guys here. It's a 2-pull, obviously. We could avoid this guy. There is that one that walks up to here, and there's a shot that we get him. So I would like to like look in there and make sure he's not coming up the hall when I pull these. So I'd like this guy to walk away before I do that. Let's get... Everything's kind of like in the wrong spot right now. So I need that guy to leave. Did he leave? No, he's just standing there. There we go. All right. Because I want to get a look without aggroing him. Without aggroing anybody, preferably. I want to know that this... Oops. Well, there we go. That's one way to do it. I wanted to make sure that the guy's not walking up because I don't want to pull him and then that guy's right around the corner. I didn't know he's there. You know. A Screaming Terror, this one. That'll buy us some time. Let's continue to run this way. I'm going to go ahead and use my Dooming Darkness. My Epic takes too long. So we got him with that. Let's start loading him up. Get an E-Bolt on him, so my pet doesn't have aggro. Screaming Terror this guy again. I'm going to go ahead and drop a life leech on him as well. And then I could just start kiting the other guy as well. It's going to take a bit of my mana, but we have a lot of room here. But the respawns in here are pretty quick. They're pretty quick. I could probably just do these 4, to be honest, by myself. Because we're going to get that paladin guy. So we want to get these guys over here before he spawns, that's for sure. Let's hit him with an E-Bolt as well. And then we'll hit him with a life leech when ours runs out. How's this guy doing? So this guy's almost dead. And then we'll put the pet on the other one. And we'll queue up a life leech here in a second. We have all this room to work with. Unfortunately, over here in the rest of this giant zone, most everything is higher level and it wants to summon. But like I said, around this ring is tons of these. Like tons, dozens of these. But they all pad around and they're all like on top of each other. So it's really hard to break in there. I would say a group of 3 would be great. I mean, obviously a bigger group is even better, probably. But you could do it with like 3 people easily. You could probably do it. I was with a monk. We could probably do it, but oh shit. Let him run here. I mean, the pet will take care of him, but oh yeah, he's gonna die before that gets off. So these guys drop ring mail too. They were dropping a pretty good amount of ring mail. Wow, or previous. So I'm not exactly sure. I haven't been like timing it or anything when this. Unfortunately, the weapons they don't let you make money here like like in the classic zones. If these guys had weapons you could sell, that would be great. But let's go check out over here, and I'll show you the dangers. Now, a lot of people are cool with these guys, but I am not. So there's a bunch of people in here. I think there's like trade skills, like there's like a bank in here, something if you're, oh shit. He's up. This is the first guy. Let's get him off my pet. We'll go ahead and just get the life leech on him now. So you'll see a bunch of people come in here, and they're not necessarily KOS yet, because they haven't been raiding Sanctus, this zone, Sanctus Seru. They haven't been raiding Seru himself, so once you start doing that, your reputation's wrecked. But, I mean, that's fine. Oh, shit, this guy... Did I resist? I forgot this guy's the caster. This is the healer. I was just sitting here talking. He tried to root me, but I resisted it. I got my dead man floating on. That doesn't do anything. That gives me a different resist. But luckily, my magic resist was good enough. Now, that is something that you can get with AAs. In where general, you can get like magic protection, stuff like that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Am I too late? He's feared. Yeah, he beat up my pet pretty good. I was slacking on that one. Probably hates my pet again. Alright, so we got this guy to spawn. Let's go grab him before he gets too far to that Optio. We don't want that to happen. So I'm probably going to face pull him. Yeah. We'll end up killing these light blues too, maybe, you know, if they get in our way or whatever. So there's supposed to be a XP per hour for the AA bar, but it doesn't seem to be working yet. And maybe they've updated it in the last, whoops, in the last day or so. Like, uh-oh, or let's get my, why haven't I gotten my pet on him? They may have updated in the last day or so, because I got mine like day 1 or day 2. I think like day 2. I updated mine. So they may have revised it or something, but the actual number per hour isn't working, so I gotta go look for an update. But you can see my XP per hour is 3. That's not like terrible because I have 90% of the XP going into my AAs. I just want like a trickle. As you can see, I have 74% into my level. So I just want a trickle going in there so that I can get it eventually to max. And then when I'm max, I'll put it 100% on AA. That's how I like to do. Everybody has their own ways they like to do stuff. There's no right or wrong way. But I like to do the 90-10. And then when I get it to 100, I'll just do 100 into AA. And then when I die, Hopefully you get a res, but if you don't, just 90-10 again. But my plan is, let's look at the AA. My plan is to do 3 into innate regeneration. Then I'm probably going to do 3 into run speed. Now you mostly have boots or a sow or something, but oftentimes there are zones here that are indoors, and your run speed wears out. Or maybe I want to use, you know, the fungus staff, which is going to remove my sow. And so you can get a couple points into the run speed. You need 6 points in there anyways, and the rest of the stuff is kinda... I gotta figure out the hotkey for this. The rest of the stuff is whatever. I do want to, you know, eventually get everything. You want to, like, just really fortify your character. You know, you can get more strength, more stamina, more agility, and you're just overall a sturdier character. You know, it feels good when you have all that. I mean, we'll get there eventually, but that's like a long goal. What is that? What are you? You're the... questioner, yeah. So the next one should be here. And let's just get a look. And, oh. Man. We do not want to aggro that guy. I mean, we have to zone. I mean, I guess I could FD, but it doesn't seem to work. Someone's killing these. They might have killed these if they spawned. What do we? What's dead here? Legionnaire? I don't know the names of the ones that were right here. They killed the Optio. Those might just be the ones in the front then. Hopefully they didn't kill the ones that we're looking for. But we'll go ahead and turn our staff on. And this is another Optio. Yeah. So speaking of Optio, this is an Optium, that's for sure. So let's see if our guy spawns here. We'll just regenerate a little bit of life. And we'll give it a minute here. There's a bunch of Optios. Oh, that's a Vigilum of the Eye. Now, I think I kill those too. But it's too hard to pull them out here. Okay, cool. So I think I can pull this guy without snagging that guy. So let's go for it. That other Optio is dead, so I don't have to worry about him coming in here. If this guy aggro's, then we're cooked. Hopefully I can pull him out before this other guy. Alright, we seem to be okay. Let's get out. Let's get our splurt back out. And this is kind of it. Just chilling. Now, again, I think I mentioned this in the first part of the video. I don't think this is the best way to get AA or to just grind XP or anything. I think grouping is the way. I will say this, Akiva Runes is really nice. That's where I'll go next. Probably on the next video I do. We'll do some grinding in Akiva Runes. Maybe I get footage of me duoing there. I plan on playing with Sendrith at some point. I don't know if we're going to play our mains or some alts or what we're going to do. But we'll do that. Yeah, so we'll go to Akiva Runes and we'll kill some of that stuff. And I think this is it. I think this is my rotation. Oh, I gotta go get the other guy. What am I doing? I'm sleeping on this guy. I should be pulling the other guy already. I'm sleeping on the job. I forgot there was this last one. Again, you really want to be careful not to pull the Optio if he just happens to be padding right here. That sucks. But it could happen. But you can see, actually, not bad, right? I mean, we got 10% into our AA level here. I mean, it's not actually terrible. You get 1% per kill, I guess. I don't know. You tell me. But I don't know. I think if you were to get into a group, maybe go upstairs. There's a ton of other zones. There's a ton of better zones. Go to one of those other zones and as a group and just meat grind. You know what's weird to me is that you do /who all Griegs. Hold on. Oh shit. /who all Griegs. What is the I don't know what it is. /who all. I don't know. I don't know what the Oh shit, this guy's up already. Let's get him before he buffs himself. Does it tell me what you call the zone here? It doesn't tell me what the /who mod the thing is. Why am I clicking and not using hotkeys? These are all questions that need to be answered. Alright, we'll start fearing them now. I'm not sure. Like it does. I thought it tells you what to /who on the PQDI, but I don't see it. Anyways, the point is nobody's there. That's what I was gonna show. Nobody's there. But in my experience in the past on TLPs, or like back in the day, that's like the place to just grind. That's the place most people get from like 50 to 60 in this era. And that's where a lot of people grind AA if they're not doing some sort of power leveling situation like in the Deep or Fungus Grove or wherever it was. The Deep, is it? One of those two. Oh, you bitch. So I went there, you know, a lot of the shit in the front is green, but you get there, you get in the deep, you get deep into the zone, like right in the middle, there's like something called like, I forget what you call it, like the gate or something like that, or gate. It's called like, I don't know, the camp's name. And that's usually where everybody hangs out, and it's a good camp, but usually you get in there in a group and you just grind it, you know, you just pull and kill tons of shit. And that's it. But oh, we were late on this dude. Shit. Now we got a light blue to worry about. We were late on that guy. Oh, that's... Oh, God. I thought it was the Optium because he's dual... Oh, fudge. Fudgeroni. We're going to have to kill them both. I'll tell you what. You get on that guy. I'll get on this guy. We're going to kill this guy first. Actually, just spurt him. Will we get it off in time? I guess so. It's not as close as I thought it'd be. But if we kill these both at the same time, then shouldn't set us back too far. So the light blue's dying already. It's a little bonus there. I mean, it gave us a point. So naturally, you do see all of our... You can see all of our factions, what's going on here. A lot's getting worse. Catacastlum got better. We're going to kill shit in Catacastlum too, so... But the way Luckland works, and I guess everywhere really, but, you know... All of these places have a faction, and so if you're going to raid there, you're going to kill your faction there. And you're going to raid everywhere. If you're a raider, you're going to raid everywhere. So you're just going to be hated everywhere. That's just kind of how it works out. Unless you don't raid at all, and then you can be worried about it. But then, I mean, if you don't raid at all, you don't really have any business being here anyways, I guess, you know. So they do have mounts. Mounts are in the game. Mounts, if you don't know, I don't know. A lot of people are coming from, you know, P99 or didn't play this far ever, and this is like their first experience here, so I guess I'll be, you know, trying to say some things that you may not know. I don't know. But mounts are in the game now, obviously. That much... Oops. Oh, he was dual wielding combine weapons? Usually one of them's fine steel. So you can get them in the bazaar. They have them as cheap as like 10 grand. And then you can get them as high as like 250 grand. It's crazy. So if you want like a Bard speed mount or whatever, or at least like a very, very fast mount. Here comes that Optio, so we need to watch out. So we got to wait for that Optio to leave before we pull anything. There's that Optio as well. Oof, that sucks. So we can't do squat. I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to just sit here with my fungus regrowth on. I have to wait for that Optium to leave, and then I can pull. At that point, they'll both be up, likely. I don't know. I was a little late on that second pull, so maybe we'll get lucky. But we're going to have to just sit here and wait. I don't really like being that close. Something might round the corner, but I do want to see it. I'll be able to see her. Anyhow, so let's haste. The 10K mount, the one that most people can afford right now. I mean, there's a lot of people with a lot of money, but you know, your average dude is probably going to go for the 10K mount. What it allows you to do is to sit and cast at the same time. That's like the benefit of a mount. Is not like World of Warcraft, where it's just for getting around. It's not really what they're for. What they're for is sitting and casting. So when you're in a group, you can be sitting on your mount, and you can also cast. So you don't have to remember to sit in between casts. You don't have to remember any of that stuff anymore. That's what a mount does for you. But if you buy the cheap-ass mount, then you move really slow. Like slower than a So you're not really going to want to be on your mount all the time. But if you can afford to get the fast mount, then you just don't even care about So's anymore. You know, you're just on the mount all the time. And that's that. Now, well, there you have it. My spell was interrupted. What are we doing? We're going to do damage over time. That Optio bailed. That's good. So let's start out with the freebie. So yeah, so that's that. So ultimately you do want the fast mount, because then you don't have to worry about stuff. Something to note is I think you can't mount indoors. But you can't sew indoors either. So that doesn't, you know, make you want to use sew anymore. You could sew outside though, and then go inside and have a sew for however long. That's still something. Shit, this guy's gonna break. Oh, I thought it'd have happened a lot sooner. Why am I so slow? I don't have a sew on. Let's just get him. Nope, that ain't happening. Haven't recovered? Oh, I am doing darkness. Okay. I was tripping there for a second. These guys are going to die pretty close together, but oh well. Yeah, let's leech him as well. And let's see how the other guy, he's about to die, so he's good to go. This guy, we're going to end up, we'll just put our snare on him one more time. We'll actually put our more damaging snare. The snare I'm using isn't the highest rank. It's my fast snare, so I got my fast snare on my bar, and then I have like the slower cast, but more damage epic that I can use if I have more time, if I'm out of combat. That paladin's already up. He's gonna buff himself and stuff. So let's go grab him, I guess. See if we can at least get him before he puts all his buffs on. Because he puts like 4 or 5 buffs on. My spell was interrupted. That's super cool. Love it. I don't know why he stopped buffing, but I guess we'll take it. This might not have been the smartest play. If this guy next to me doesn't die, okay. We're using a bit of mana here because we're killing in succession. Your spell did not take hold. Oh, I think I did Dooming Darkness instead of Envenom Bolt. This is why you use hotkeys once again. I gotta get back in my groove. So lots and lots of space. That's what's nice. That's what I like about this zone. Tons of space. And I'm just free to just fear around, not really worry about too much once you have it down. Oh, hey, what was that? Hide, corpse. I gotta fear this guy. Fuck. I got him. Slash hide corpse. Off? Yeah, it's been a while since I've used that command. What is this? So this guy only had Fight and Steel? That's weird. That is weird. Slash hide corpse all. And he's about to die, so we're fine. So not too much of the ring mail today, but I don't really care. The one thing that's bad about Akiva Ruins is that most of the mobs don't drop like cash. They don't drop any platinum. And that's a little bit annoying. Let's put on... So yeah, that's annoying to me. I want at least cash to drop, because nothing they really drop does anything. Now, you can get Sentai Short Sword, Sentai Long Sword, Sentai Warhammer, Sentai Spear. You can get those things, but... oh, shit. I forgot about this guy. This is what happens when, when you're just talking. You just forget what you're even doing. What am I even doing? We can, I guess, nah, we have a mob to fight, so who cares? I was gonna say, I guess we could just leave the... staff on, but for what? For what? Those things are so rare. They're like, you know, less than 1% each. So like the crappier ones are like close to 1%, like maybe like 0.75, 0.8. And then like a Sentai longsword, the best one, that has only one that really has any value is the Sentai longsword, and that's like a 0.05 or something like that. It's really, really low. But you can see it in their hands, and there's tons of them. But it doesn't matter. I farmed in there for like days. Days and days and days, just farming those things. Like just getting AA, and I just wanted for nostalgia reasons. This is like 5 years ago. I just wanted for nostalgia reasons to get one. And I was on a server where Luckland was the current expansion. And I just never saw one. I got like, I think I got 2 Sentai short swords. I got a handful of spears and warhammers. Never ever saw a Sentai longsword. And I even raided it like every week with my guild. Because there was a raid boss in there. And we just never saw one. You just don't see them. You just got to get in there and farm and hope to get lucky. But they're not, for how rare they are, they're not even that expensive. They're probably just a couple thousand plat. That's it. It's nothing crazy. It's a one-handed sword. I think you can dual wield them. It's pretty cool for nostalgia reasons. I want to put the staff on here. I guess we'll just keep that out. We'll do another round here. And then I'll probably call it. But we'll do another vid where I'll go farm some other spot. Probably Akiva Ruins, since we're talking about it so much. I like that spot. We do need to get our Lucid Shards, which there's like 8 of them. They drop in the various zones. They used to drop off of either a specific mob or a specific mob type, but they've loosened it up here, just like they have on TLPs. The last time I did it, let's grab this guy. The last time I did it, oh shit! What the fuck? Oh no. Oh no. Believe me. Alright, they believe me. Let's get the arch lich off. Sometimes it's hard to get these guys to forget you. They don't want to forget you. Why is there Optio and then Anoptio of the hand? I wonder what the difference is. That other dude might be a bigger, badder dude. Here's a big AA while we're waiting for these dudes to reset. Here's a big AA that, a lot of people will get. And it's this one here. Not so much for me as a Necro. You will get it, so you could use it once a raid. But mass group buff. And what this AA allows, it costs 9 AAs to get this. But it's a clicky, and what's the cooldown on it? It's something like an hour, 3 hours, 6 hours. I forget what it is. A day. I honestly don't even remember what it is. Oh, here it's right here. It's an hour and 12 minutes, so it's whatever. But it's a long cooldown, is my point. And what you can do is, if you use a group buff, you click that, and then your next group buff will hit everybody within a radius of you. So like if I'm standing here, anybody standing like anywhere near me, like this whole like little area right here. And so what people will do is they'll gather in one spot, probably the Nexus right now. So in the Nexus, somebody will get KEI, Coetic Endless Intellect, which is like the newest, biggest, baddest, and will be the biggest, baddest mana regen buff on this server. I don't think there is one that's a little bit higher, but it won't last as long. So the play is to get the KEI, and then you use the mass group buff, and then you just tell people, hey, in 10 minutes I'm casting it in the Nexus, so come to the center of the Nexus, accepting tips or whatever. And then you hope people come up to you and give you like, you know, some tips, like give you like, people just give you 10 plat here, 15 plat there, and it all adds up, and it's dozens and dozens of people. You'll get crowded by maybe, you know, I don't know, it depends on the server, but tons of people. And then on, you know, you'll say you're doing it at like 5 p.m. server time or whatever it is, and then you'll just bust it out and hit everybody with it. But then there's more. But wait, there's more. There's also, let's see, where might it be? I wasn't really planning for this. When is it? Is it Planes of Power, or is it just the on gear? I thought it might be an AA, and maybe it is, but I just don't have it. But there's also, let's see if I don't have any. Well, maybe. I don't have any. My gear sucks so bad. I don't even care. There's the focus effects on items that are now in Luckland. Now focus effects are in the game, so you might have some items that didn't have them previously, but now have them. Because they go back, they like retro on some items. Here, let's see if we can get up. Nope. So if that's the case, then they have extended enhancement focus effects, and what it'll do is it'll extend the duration of enhancement effects, so like positive buffs. What I would look for is there's like extended dots. So in like VT and such, you can get ones that make your dots last longer. Even actually in Kunark, something I got on a previous Necro in, I think like TOV or something had it, like retroed on it or something. But anyways, the point is, these focus effects. So what you want to do is you want to get like EE3, so extended effects 3 or whatever, and that'll be the longest one. Long story short, I've been blabbing for so long, but there's a siren going on anyways. You can get this mana buff to last like 3.5 hours or something crazy. So when you do this MGB, mass group buff, KEI, EE3 KEI MGB, and you do it in the middle of the Nexus or something, you hit a bunch of noobs, right? People leveling characters, I mean, and then they can then get a port to wherever they're going to level, and for 3.5 hours, they have the best mana regen buff in the game. That's the point. All right, let's see if we can get up. Are we? No, she's coming after me. Yo, they're coming after me. All right, man. Well, we might just have to kick the plug. Like, you know, this is how it goes. I think I'm going to kick the plug. Hopefully I'm not dead or aggroing more crap. Whew. We were right there, though, weren't we? So that one I do want to fight, but... so we actually, like, reset completely. We got the Ricola is back up, so we're just going to restart. Those guys didn't want to forget me. Never forget. So we'll do one more round here. Then I'll probably call this sesh. And also, during that little quick downtime, I realized I just went too deep on the website. To see the /who of the zone, you just want to... Dude, this is a dual-wielding paladin, dude. What a savage beast. Because I didn't hit the search zones. I just typed in Gray's End because I knew exactly what I was looking for. So that put me all the way too deep. But if you just go to search zones, it has the /who next to the zone name. Anyway, so we'll do that right now. So lots of people are hitting it up pretty hard, doing like static groups that are logging in every day to go farm AAs and stuff, and I'm just, I don't got it in me, I don't have the time for that anyways, even if I had it in me. But even if I had the time, I don't think I got it in me to come home from work every day and just jump on and just get in that group and grind it right now. Just don't got it in me. Oh, shit, that broke pretty quick, or I'm not paying attention. At least I have time to get a quick fear off. Oops. Another. Oops. Alright, so he should be good to go there. Let's go ahead and actually haste the pet. That's probably worn off by now. I was sitting there, feigned death for quite some time. Ooh, and our next victim is coming straight for us. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, this wasn't quick. You know, this is, well, the second part of this video is like 45 minutes. But, so we only got 22% in 45 minutes, but, you know, we had some issues we ran into there. But yeah, that's not fast. So I think, you know, like I was saying earlier, if you get yourself into a group that's like a really good group, and you're just grinding it out super fast, just pulling, you're going to get AAs faster. I imagine, I don't know, because I haven't done that yet on this server. But I would imagine you can get multiple AA an hour in a group. Maybe like 3? I'm not 100% sure. The last time I grinded AAs was on a TLP, and quite frankly, that's not going to be the same as it is here, right? That's a given, so I don't want to compare that to here, but I think on a TLP you're getting like 3 or... I'm also saying in Luckland, because once Planes of Power comes out, you'll be getting AA a lot faster. Because the amount of experience you need for an AA doesn't change, it stays the same, but you're going to be killing higher level mobs, and all the zones in Pop have higher Zem as well. Like a fat chunk higher Zem, and then also the mobs, you know, you're going to be up to level 65, and the mobs are going to be higher in turn as well. So all of that combined, you'll just be pumping AA per hour. But in Luckland, with the zones that we have at our disposal, maybe like 3 an hour, I'm thinking. And maybe I am way off. This dude, what did I forget to put on him? Maybe my life leech. This guy is not dying. There's like a lot of background noise today, so I'm good with calling it. I don't know. There's like a fire truck outside or something now. It's just crazy, dude. I chose a bad time to finish this video off. Absolutely. I hope that's not coming through. Every time I say there's a lot of noise in the background, people tell me every time it's not coming through. So I'm going to assume it's not coming through, and we're going to finish this off. That's really fucking loud, dude. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that this time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try not to grab that dude. I got to like watch that back. I don't know how we grabbed him last time. I didn't feel like I was out that far, but maybe I just wasn't being careful. Hopefully the guy inside isn't coming right now. He's not, so we're good on that. This one always seems to be a bit of a gamble because this asshole always seems to be there when we want to pull. Oh. I mean, if we get him, we get him. He's a white? Oh, shit. No shot. Oh, no shot. Wait, he's apprehensive. Oh, okay. Because a white is a level 60, you know what I mean? But he's apprehensive, so maybe he doesn't give a shit. There are these little They were halflings walking around last time I was here, and they didn't give a shit. Okay. Okay, he ranged me. Okay. I think his taunt turned on while yeah. I think when I relogged, his taunt turned on. Okay, so that first one's gonna run. So we're good on that. Let's E-bolt this guy. What is the deal, bro? Like, sorry, dudes. Hopefully it's all G. Okay, so this guy's going down. What do we got on him? We got all the dots we need on him. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put the epic on him. And, that'll probably do it. Just make sure he doesn't break, because we didn't have full DPS on the whole time. He'd probably break around 40% or so right now. Now a car alarm's going off. Hilarious. I mean, pretty good plat drops. Nothing to complain about. 3 plat, 8 gold on that one. What has it been? Let's look up. 5 gold. Whoops. 4 plat, 5 gold. Not too shabby. And then we just logged in. I guess we can check this guy, see what we get here. So I think we got like 2% of a level in that time. Like nothing, right? I guess you gotta check these guys, because sometimes they don't have that weapon. So that guy was just under 3 plat. I mean, it's not bad, it adds up. You do get fine steel here and there. You get the chain stuff that's worth a few plat each as well. And it's just nice and chill, I guess, if you're a fear class. Maybe like mages and stuff, you know? You're going to want to be able to kick that heal if you're doing this guy. And again, grouping is likely the best. Anyways, next up, we'll show probably a Kiva Ruins, but we'll show a different zone. We'll grind AA in a different way. Maybe we'll get a duo going on. I'll have a group with at least Sendrith, but maybe Sendrith and the boys coming up. And we'll just push it, and we'll try to work on some AA. And alt-wise, I'm not really sure. Not sure what I want to do. I kind of wanted to play a character and only level it in Luckland, since we're going to be in Luckland for a while. In fact, I'm wondering, since the raid bosses aren't out yet, they're gonna come out on their normal timeline. I think we're gonna be in Luckland for a long ass time. I think this early Luckland launch is, you know, we're still raiding Velius right now. And then when Luckland launches, everybody will have their keys already. But then we're gonna get the 9 months of Luckland. This is what I assume. I don't know if it's been put somewhere. I haven't seen it. And then, so we're going to be in Luckland, my point is. I think we're going to be in Luckland for like a year. So then, you know. So I was thinking about leveling a character in just purely Luckland. And then I still got the monk. The monk's like level 46 or 47. So, you know. I could level him in some Luckland zones. I don't really know what I want to do. I do know I want to grind some AA, and it's pretty fucking slow. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time on the Necro. Monsters and Memories playtests. I'll take a week break from EQ. From September 1st to September 8th, I'm going to take a week break from EQ. I might play once in there somewhere just to mix it up. But I'm going to play like the whole Monsters and Memories playtest. Check that out. But that'll do it. I will see you in the next video.